So let's see. The Azorius control side, we can just do this real quick because
It's control.
yeah, control. But it's Lotus Field control.
That is true.
One of the breakout decks that we saw. I think one of the new toys that Azorius control has brought in was the Strict Proctor with Lotus Field. And which basically either can shut off triggered abilities for everybody, and also on your Lotus Field too, so that way you do not lose any of your lands because you don't have to pay for the Lotus Field trigger.
Right.
And their win conditions obviously is Fairy, which you can just not like to play Magic anymore, and also Approach of the Second Sun.
I like Approach of the Second Sun. It's an old card that I played against back in the day when it was at Standard.
Wait, it's old?
Yeah, it was.
That's 2000. Oh wow, yeah.
It was a lot. It was a lot of fun, but it was very hard to play against.
Yes. Wow.
You feel old now?
Yes.
I do feel old, actually.
Yes. That's on that's on the Sure Knights end, but also on the Rakdos for aggro side. You're gonna love this little combo here. So it has Fearsome Whelp.
Dropping everything, crashing and burning.
So aggro side is actually more of a dragon painter deck.
Now, what does that mean when you say that?
Obviously, with Painter, you get the treasures. And with Goldspan Dragon, sorry, AA Goldspan Dragon, there's a Crossa, which is actually going to get disrupted.
This is what happens when you feed them before the tournament.
Yeah. Kilkai Cannon and I were talking about Lotus Field and how there's a Pioneer deck that's really, really powerful. And I realized that there are definitely cards in the Pioneer deck that just aren't legal in Historic. But I keep thinking to myself, like, I would totally try and mimic the deck as much as possible and then see where I could make the adjustments according to this meta field, you know? Like, to me, that
here comes a Tyrant, which now it's going to shut off Hall the Giants.
Well, it's turning my screen blue in the back.
Yep.
Weird. So now that he has the Lotus Field active, he has... Oh, wow, he's not paying. Do you think he's going to make a Shark Typhoon here and just block?
Yeah, because you would make a 2/2.
Yeah. So does he trade or does he chump?
Well, if you can get a Terror of the Peaks on the battlefield.
Oh my god. Now, what does that do for the deck?
So anytime a creature comes into play, Memory Deluge?
That's a good play.
It is a good play, but it has Breach, Discontinuality, which pretty much can go end the turn.
Right.
Which they do have enough mana on the next turn. But I think they're gonna Wrath of the God. Unless you sack it. I think they're gonna Wrath the God here. Yeah. Goodbye board.
Well, Wrath of God is a pretty good play. Once Terra was in pieces in play, as you were saying, it's pretty... like, you can almost burn them out, right? With just creatures. And having a 6/6 cross, I mean, what's that? 3-4 turns?
Yep. Now they have Deluge, they have Scary Teferi. Which they could go... think it goes Shark Typhoon for its hidden cost as a enchantment. Flooring comes into play. They have to get rid of a card. Now they can make a 6/6 if they wanted to.
So Azorius kind of feel like they're almost running out of solutions here.
Yeah. But this memory deluge, either they go memory deluge or see discontinuity and the turn.
End the turn?
And the turn. So it becomes their turn. So now they can go past the turn, attack for 6. And then upkeep, once again, say go. Upkeep. Ooh, they missed the trigger. But ooh, okay. That's a 7/7 shark right there.
And it's an approach of the second sun.
Yes, it is.
And it looks like these fatal pushes are going to take care of these 6/6 sharks. I'm surprised that he allowed
The second one.
to go through.
Yeah. I think also they also missed the trigger at the same time where they could have went approached the second sun.
Oh yeah, good idea.
But now they could probably attack in for that much. They go down to 1. And they can play any cards this turn if they wanted to. Grab the land. Play land. Keep grabs at the ready. But that's the thing. It's like, even if they draw a card, if they pass the turn, Kroos is going to be dealing the 3 no matter what. If they deluge while the trigger's on the stack, mind you, they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they would have to tap out everything for this deluge.
Yeah, but you'll also get 2 cards. You'll get a shark, and with
And a 7/7 or a 5/5. I just have to remember. I think it's the 5. I think they get a 5/5 out of it.
well, they're also hoping to have a spell that they can get rid of, right?
Yeah. Or this goes floaty face.
Oh my god! Why did
What?
he concede?
What? I'm confused.
Yeah, like Azorius was on the back foot. He was going to lose that. Or at least
Unless there was
I
a way
felt.
that, unless there was something we missed.
Maybe.
Chat, hit us up.
Just checking the volume on the stream.
I thought you recorded it.
Oh. But that would be hilarious.
Or you're just saving that for ransom.
Yeah.
Blackmail, you mean?
Blackmail, yeah. That was weird. Yep, that was like Rakdos had it. So unless there was something that we missed,
Yeah, I totally think
because
that
I
Rakdos
don't
had
think
it.
they would have got a second approach to the second sun.
We just watched Toy Story the other day, so that just made me think of Woody.
Woody, yeah. Yeah.
Bird, that, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think for Azoria's control side, Aether Gust, yep, that's coming in. Sunset
New
Route,
ticket
probably,
received.
Maybe. Rest in Peace, definitely coming in. So they may be off their approach to the second sun.
Maybe.
And obviously the Wrath of God, Day of Judgment, Clouds and Nova, Ratchet Bomb could be options too. On the Rakdos side, Go Blank might be an option. Valky could be another option too. Inquisition and probably the Spider Queen, just more of a control-y-ish map. But yeah, turn 1 Thoughtseize. Say goodbye to the Wrath of God. Now, would you hold on to the farmlands and just have them as your cyclers? Because our Azorius player had 2 in hand, so. They're going to cycle. And a Deluge.
Sweet and salty, there's a ticket about a 10-minute. Finding an opponent. Mateos, 300. On melee.
Tickets are.
Yeah, I was giving you the name.
Tiki Tiki. So they're going to.
Yeah, it's table number 17.
Imagine if he was in the Discord, he could have just messaged me.
It's Big Goon.
Mm-hmm.
It's Big Goon.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
he should know better.
Yep.
This is carrying.
No, Big Goon is the opponent that
opponent.
didn't show up.
Okay. Well, that works because I was about to message him anyway.
Cool.
All right. So here comes the 3. Now, would you rather go ever Narset here?
I would definitely go after Narset. Absolutely. Narset is...
A problem.
Yeah. Yeah, Narset is definitely a problem.
But a Go Blank yourself is another problem too.
Agreed. It's a very
And
good card
also-
against these control decks, eh?
Yep.
I love how it exiles the graveyard.
And Narset with Scary to Fairy trying to dig for a approach to the Second Sun. Not a bad situation right there. Says go. Okay, so it's forcing our opponent to can't really block. I think I would just get rid of this Teferi now. Unless
You
they
mean
don't think
Narset?
there were Narset, sorry.
Yeah. Looks like he's not going for it.
No.
Those cards are in a different language, but I'm pretty sure it's...
Deluge and Sunset Revelry. If an opponent has more life than you, you gain 4 life. If you control more creatures, you create 2/2s, 2/1/1, and if they have more cards in hand, you draw a card.
Dragon's
Ooh.
Fire. Yeah, I can deal the damage to the Planeswalker to get rid of it if needed.
Yes. But you know what hurts Proctor?
What?
A Krosa that you don't want to pay for. Because Krosa came down, you had to sack it. You had to sack it in response, or had to. Actually, no, that's Uro. Never mind.
Yeah, I was going to
Carry
say, feeling a little confused here, buddy.
Yes. And I think Azorius is about to run away with this. Fatal push that. Untap 2 lands. Now they have counter magic for days.
Counter magic for days.
Do they probably go after Scary to Fairy?
I think so. That way you can just keep attacking
Yep.
their life total chipping away there. I think
Yep.
that's probably a really good play.
So Dragon Fire for 4. Which you let it resolve, but then you have an Ether Gust.
It looks like he's taking care of Teferi for sure.
Yep.
And if he Aether Gusts Dragon's Fire, he can just attack into it.
Yep.
It's pretty
But
good.
I think either they're going to probably Aether Gust the creature.
That's okay, though.
Yeah, because they spread the love on both.
Yeah, I mean, Teferi still dies, though.
But Teferi dies, yes.
That's great.
That would be a... believe that's a... 1 mana spell that looks like an opt. Yep, they're an opt. That's not the land you need.
No.
Okay, but you drew it. But I think you just counter the spell, really, so...
He just, Zorius, what was the name of that spell? Zorius Charm.
Yeah, Zoria's Charm, yep. So, untap
Yeah.
2 things. Now you can Krosa.
Why
Of
not?
course, they can't interact with it.
Absolutely.
They
What do you-
can...
What do you get rid of?
I think you Shark Typhoon for 1.
Absolutely. And then see what you draw.
At the end turn.
Wow,
Yeah, the end
he's
turn
not
there.
doing it.
But you can do it at the end of... You... Huh.
Interesting. Maybe he's trying
But
to
you
play
can-
the Planeswalker.
Yeah. I think you can just take down Krosa.
From
Or take
Teferi.
down Teferi. Yeah, take down
Yeah.
Teferi, bounce Krosa, and you have Azorius Charm at the ready.
He's got to play tight, I think. So I would go for the, like, you want to go for the long game because, like, you can, if you play the Shark and take down Teferi, it gets rid of the threat. You still have your Planeswalkers and Shark Typhoon as an enchantment on the battlefield.
Yes.
Untapping with that.
Yeah.
I think that's really smart.
And then you have the... And you just hope to survive another turn. But there's a Thoughtseize, which is probably the right play to get rid of the last card.
Which is an Azorius Charm. That's fine.
Yep. And now you can do all the things to get rid of Scary Teferi,
Yep.
show your nerfed Goldspan Dragon.
I still like the play of playing the enchantment though. I think like he's going to have
A 4/4 this turn.
at least a 4/4.
Yes. So Deluge, they're going to Deluge for a 4/4. Even though the flashback's for 7, but it's only a 4/4
Yeah.
because of the mana cost.
I still think that's great.
Yes.
Shark Typhoon in a control deck is a great way to have chump blockers to get to your late game, which is where you want to win.
And there's the rest in peace that's going to nerf
Oh,
everything in that deck.
Yeah.
Yep. As predicted.
Now, how does Rakdos play around Rest in Peace? Do they have a
Cry.
way to get it off the battlefield?
Cry.
Cry?
Yep. Because there's not a real... Actually, they do not have a real answer.
Not in their deck, eh?
Nope.
I think that's a mistake. Like, you have to expect some sort of graveyard hate.
Yes.
You, like,
Well, in the deck, they do have Cleave, so... If in doubt, Cleave something big.
that's a great
Which they do
way.
not have anything... They're going to Deluge for another 4/4. Which they're presenting lethal.
There are ways around this. I mean, like, they do have They do have a Goldspan Dragon, which they can't play now. They do have a Croxa, which isn't going to do anything significant.
No. But the thing is that Crossa will die.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because if they had the Proctor on the battlefield, they can say refuse to pay the 2, and then the Proctor will let Crossa live. So you have a 2 mana 6/6 on turn 2 if you wanted to.
Right.
So that's why that worked that game. So there's the approach to the Second Sun. Here's the 7 mana shark, or 7/7 shark.
Wow, that card's nuts.
And this looks like it's game over here.
That's bad.
That's game.
Okay, you can jump into. Perfect. You can jump into Scrubly and Angel's Night, Time Shift A and B,
Okay.
which is table 3.
Yep.
Thank you, sweet and salty.
Well, we'll just keep to make sure everything is still.
He's not giving up till the end, eh?
No.
That's good.
But I think it's going to be very shortly here, so.
So round 1 goes to Azorius Control, beating out Rakdos. That was a pretty good game to watch, though, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.